Laxpetco, which means fast water. My Shema name is Jean York, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to make a simple eagle feather holder. This is to hold your feathers. There's 10 steps that I will be demonstrating to you. So I will start with make sure that you measure your eagle feathers depending on what size they are. Some eagle feathers are quite large and some are quite small. And depending on whether you want 1 or 2 eagle feathers in your eagle feather holder, or if you want more. So first of all, select a piece of fabric and measure the size that you want. So what I've got is a piece of fabric approximately 108 centimeters by 57 centimeters in length. So here it is. And what I've done, I'm folding it in half with the right sides together. So that's what I'm doing, so that it's like inside out, like a pillowcase. And you want to make sure that it's nice and square. And then what you will be doing is you will be sewing, and I'm not going to be demonstrating on a sewing machine today, but you're sewing from the top to one side of your eagle feather holder. So that's what you will be doing. Yes, and then, then you would turn this inside out, like so. So then you would have the right sides, and making sure that your corners are nice and open. What I would do then is make sure your seams are pressed, and I would press all of that, and then I would fold it in half and press a seam down the middle, right down here, so that it would look like this. So this is the same piece of fabric. So what I've done, I've pressed it, and then what you need to do is figure out how big of a hem you want on the bottom. And I want quite a thick hem, at least 2 inches, to put the base of the eagle feather in there. See how the base is? It's quite large. So depending on how much of that you want in there, and if you wanted more of it, you'd have to make a bigger hem at the bottom. So what I've done is, because I've pressed it in the middle, I've back stitched at the very top, and I've stitched right down to where, and don't go right to the bottom. Leave at least 2 or 3 centimeters, or 5 or 6, I think I said. 5 or 6 centimeters. I'm so used to inches. 5 or 6 centimeters at the bottom and back stitch there. So sew right in the middle. And then what I did then was I pressed my seams. You could see my seams there. But and I pressed them so they're ready to sew. But you can't sew them yet until you get a piece of cardboard. And these are non-washable unless you want to unpick it. And what I've done was measured each of these, and I've cut the cardboard to fit in there. So what you would do is put the cardboard inside one side, and it's very snug. You'll see that it's very, very, very snug. The cardboard in each side, and pushing it right into the corners, which is sometimes a little difficult, but if you've cut it, making sure that both cardboards are in there very snug. So I'm quite happy with that. Then you can stitch this together, your hems that you pressed. You stitch that together, and you'll see on this one where I've stitched it. I've stitched this, and then what I was able to stitch this little piece here on the sewing machine, but I couldn't sew it over here because of the cardboard. So you just back stitch there and go down and back stitch. And then what I would do is make sure then that these are very tight, and I would sew these by hand so that they're very snug, okay? And this is just an applique that I decided to put on. And here's the finished product. You can see this will hold 2 eagle feathers, a good sized eagle feather. And it fits in there like this. And it closes to hold your eagle feather nice and firm so it doesn't get bent or damaged in any way, because eagle feathers are very sacred. So that's how you would do this. So there you go. And congratulations. I hope that you make several eagle feather holders. Cook's jam.